Hello everyone, welcome to Duncan Talks Arsenal. Our Champions League draw just has been. We've drawn, as you might know, and have seen on the socials already, we've drawn against Bayern Munich. Ought to be a difficult game, probably. Bayern Munich, of course, a strong side. This year, not as strong since Kane. Unlucky for Kane, of course. Kane joined Bayern Munich to win trophies, I reckon. And Bayern Munich has been second. I think it's a 10-point down position from Bayer Leverkusen for Bayern Munich. But yeah, we've drawn Bayern Munich, so I think it's only right and fair to talk about our upcoming opponent in the Champions League. It's a bit of a late reaction, well, when the video comes online, to be fair, to the Champions League draw. But yeah, I told you guys that I would do a reaction to the Champions League draw, so here it is. We've drawn Bayern Munich. Of course, Arsenal has been quite strong in the Champions League. I say that, but the Porto was a really difficult game, of course, for us. We went through on penalties. It was a nerve-wracking game. It was. Bayern Munich, same thing. Also a difficult battle through the Champions League stages. When they came to Lazio, actually they got banned, or at least their away fans got banned. So we have the first leg at the Emirates of Arsenal, of course, playing Bayern Munich at the Emirates without away fans. So let's see if that can be an advantage for us. The fact that we do play home first, I don't really exactly know if it is an advantage or if it's a negative thing. I think it will do good when it comes to pressure. I think having the first game at home maybe will relieve some of the pressure, some of the nerves for the players. But at the same time, I think like Bayern Munich is a German team. German teams can defend. So why wouldn't the German team, the Bayern Munich in this case, just sit back and defend and then finish us off at the Bayern Munich stadium? But if we just play our football and play how we play in the Premier League, I think that's easier said than done. I think Porto is an example of that. Then I think we can beat Bayern Munich. And if we even think about beating Bayern Munich for a second, then the semi-final draw has also been. And that means that the draw between City and Real Madrid, what a draw actually that is, we are going to play one of the winners of those. So if we're even going to beat Bayern, which is already going to be a tough and difficult match and opponent, we are going to face in the semifinals either City or Madrid. So yes, let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'm not personally quite excited. I think we could beat Madrid, to be fair. City we've beaten twice this season already. I think I know we've beaten them in the, of course, the Community Shield. But I don't really know if you can count that. I think it was also in the beginning of the season or before the season even started. But we beat them at home in the Emirates with the late goal from Martinelli with the Havertz assist. But I think we could beat City. It's a two-legged tie, right? So that's a bit where my doubts come in. I mean, a two-legged tie is a bit more difficult than just a one-off game. I mean, when we play City at like Emirates, you already know City is going to be a tough opponent, and then we also have to go to Etihad. So yeah, I personally see Madrid winning, if I'm completely honest, between City and Madrid, since I don't think City is at the best this moment. It sounds a bit weird, of course, being City and playing quite well, but I think Madrid is really good at the moment, and I think Madrid could beat City, of course. But we have to before I even talk about those kind of things, get too far ahead of ourselves. We are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. That's what we should focus on right now. Of course, we don't have a game for the upcoming 2 weeks right now. City and Liverpool both have games in the FA Cup this weekend. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to affect their run, but we also have a Premier League to focus on. We're currently top of the tree in. Sounds quite nice, to be fair, but yeah, when it comes to the Champions League next round, we've drawn a Bayern Munich. I've seen a lot of things on social media already, mostly rival fans already rattling about Arsenal. But yeah, I think we just should take it game by game. It's going to be a tough match. I mean, we can't be overconfident, but I don't think we should be underconfident. I mean, we're playing quite well, and I think if we're just on our best, we can beat anyone. I don't really see any teams that are a potential really a big threat to Arsenal. You could say City or Madrid, yeah, sure, but I think if we're on our best and our players don't get influenced too much by the stadiums and the atmosphere in the stadiums created by the fans of our rival oppositions, I think we have a good chance of beating either City or Madrid or both even. I mean, it's not going to be City or Madrid, so whoever we get in the semi-final must we even get, with all due respect to Bayern fans, even get through to the semi-finals. Because I think Bayern Munich, don't get me wrong as whole, it's going to be a really tough opponent and a really tough match for us. But also for Bayern, I reckon. I mean, just German teams, as I said on my AFT feed call in as well. I don't know if you guys seen that. It's on YouTube online, the AFT feed channel. I will link it down in the description. Don't mind giving them a promotion. I mean, it's a good channel, but yeah, as I said there, German teams just have something extra, whether that's the defending part of it or just having not a really good game, but suddenly creating a chance and a goal part of it. It's not something I look forward to personally. The fact that we don't have away supporters at the Emirates might be an advantage for us, of course, but it still depends a lot on our players and how we perform that day. Maybe Timber will be fit from injury, which would be a massive advantage and opportunity for us. But that's just all speculating, you know. I mean, Timber still has a big ACL injury to deal with right now. Hasn't played any minutes yet, so wouldn't want to drop him straight into the game in the Champions League quarterfinals. But let's see if Timber can get fit in the coming up weeks. The other draws in the Champions League were Paris against Barcelona, which is of course a big match as well. My suspected winner of that depends on the first game. I think Paris has a chance because of Mbappe, but overall I think if Barcelona has a fit squad, I reckon Barcelona can go through to the next round. And then they will face the winner of the other draw, which is Atletico against Dortmund. I reckon Atletico could win that. I think Simeone does a good job setting up a squad defensively. I wouldn't want it to face Atletico, but now we won't anyway, unless it's in the final, and then we play Atletico Madrid, which is a tough match, a really tough match for any opposition, I think. But yeah, also for Dortmund, I saw Dortmund. I don't think Dortmund is... I think Dortmund was the most wanted opposition, with all due respect for the other opponents. I don't think Arsenal was too low on that list either. So, but yeah, I think if we get to Bayern on a positive way, our players don't get affected by the nerves and by the atmosphere, by the match too much. Actually, we can do a job, and I think we have to finish them off at the Emirates, because if we go to the Bayern Munich stadium in Germany, in Munich, and our players do get affected by the supporters, because we do know how Bayern Munich supporters can get, and the stadium gets over us, we can. It's going to be a really tough match and a tough night for the Arsenal. So I reckon we should do the job at the Emirates. Maybe get an early goal in, and then maybe get another 2-3 goals, and then we sit back at the Bayern Munich stadium and try to do what most teams do in the Premier League against us nowadays, and also in the Champions League when you see Porto try to sit back a bit and maybe attack on the counter. But yeah, enough said about that right now. Next match is in, I think, 2 or 3 weeks for the Champions League. So looking forward to it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this match and the Champions League draw. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And otherwise, I just really appreciate you watching this video already. So thank you. And let's see if we can beat Bayern Munich.